Hey everyone, this is Harrison. Today's video is a little bit different. It's going to be a little tutorial in Photoshop. Forgive me if I sound tired. It's 4 in the morning, as you can see. um, so let's get started. I have a couple pictures open here that I took in a garden not far from my house. And we're going to touch them up a little bit, and hopefully you'll be able to learn a little something about Photoshop. So the first thing I do to touch up photos is go to the levels, bring them in a little bit. You can see it already makes it a little bit more pleasurable to the eye. Go to the curves, and you just drag this down a little bit. Put this one up. That's a little bit too extreme, I think. Maybe the level's a little bit more. And then on some pictures, on some pictures there's an effect that works out pretty good, which is you just bring down the saturation a little bit, or a lot in this case. And I mean, that looks cool, but to do that for every picture that you edit, that's just kind of repetitive. So I don't do that very often. Another effect that you can do is, if you go into this quick mask here, go to the brush, there we go, and then you just paint everything red except for the flowers. Which I'm just going to do it real quick here because I don't think I'm going to save it like that. Once you do this, like so, which if you actually wanted to do this effect, which you will be seeing in a little, just a second here, then you would obviously be a little bit more precise, but I'm not going to. Then you just click this again to go out of the quick mask, select inverse, and then go to the saturation again and just bring the saturation down for the background, and then it's just the flowers that are colored. Or you just bring the saturation down and then it's very lightly colored in the background. So the flowers really stand out a lot there. But I'm not going to do that for this picture. I think it looks pretty good like this. Another thing that you can do is go to gradient. Well, okay, first you have the background selected and then just select a color for the foreground, select a color, another primary color in the image for the background. Do a gradient map. Make sure that this is the bright one. The image, what you want to be bright is bright. Then you just make it screen or lighten or soft light. Just bring that opacity down a little bit, and then that kind of makes the grass not so green. If you can see while I turn that off, it kind of makes it match the flowers a little bit more, makes it a little bit more fantasy-y. But I'm not going to keep that one either. So this is a really fast way to make a picture go from this to this. I mean, it's a good picture. When you do this, then it's much more pleasing to the eye. You always save your profile, save your work real quick. Save, save, save. Now the other picture that I have open here, I'm gonna do the same thing real quick. Just do the levels. can grab that there. Do the curves. This one's really bright, so you're gonna go to the brightness, bring the brightness down a little bit, quite a bit. And I think this one will work out for the gradient map. We'll see here. Just make it. Yeah, sure. Works for me. You can really change a picture drastically really quickly here. I'm not really sure what if I want to keep it this way or keep it sideways like that. I don't know. I'll keep it like that for now. So yes, that was just a quick tutorial for Photoshop. I'll show you another image that I really liked that I did. Here. If I can find it. Helps if I go to the done images, doesn't it? This one? Yeah, this one. This one I did a gradient map with the colors from this flower here, so it made everything a little bit more pink. If I have the original, I'm not really sure where all the originals are. There's somewhere on my computer, but it's a lot closer to this, where everything is, except for this one has been edited too, so it's darker and everything. But yeah, you can see how drastic changes can be just really quickly like that in Photoshop. So just using those 4 tools, the levels, the curves, brightness, gradient map, you can make any picture come to life really fast.